Angel Reese finds herself in hot water once again as fans are irate over her tone-deaf comments. Angel Reese is one of the most polarizing figures in women's basketball. Either you are a die-hard fan, or you really dislike her. When she came into the league, she immediately established herself as one of the best rebounders in WNBA history. However, thanks to her previous actions in college and some of the things that she has said in the media, many fans have started to turn on her. There seems to be some disconnect between Angel and basketball fans. Part of that reason is because of her attitude and the way that she plays the game. Along with that, there is also how she carries herself off the court. Some of her recent comments have had fans calling her tone-deaf and immature. And by the end of this video, you will see why some fans find it easy to hate Angel Reese. The initial dislike started when Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark had their back and forth in college. Angel helped LSU win its first national championship, posting 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in a 102-85 victory over Iowa in the title game. She won the tournament's Most Outstanding Player award and set the NCAA single-season record with 34 double-doubles. In the closing minutes of the game, Reese followed Caitlin Clark around the court and made a "you can't see me" gesture by waving her hand in front of her face, a taunt that was popularized by professional wrestler John Cena, before then pointing to her ring finger in reference to a championship ring. Her actions came under scrutiny, with some journalists and analysts criticizing her for poor sportsmanship.
After the game was over, doing this to her, doing this. Find me one example in any sport of anybody after somebody wins a championship, confetti coming down, not in a close game, and find me a player stalking the best player on the other team. It does not exist. It does not happen. If a man did that, he would be called classless.
Ever since that moment, Angel has essentially become the villain. To make matters worse, what she recently said about her salary also caused many fans to lash out against her. Now, it is common knowledge that the WNBA pay is not as lucrative as the NBA. However, many of the players can still live a comfortable life while doing what they love. That cannot be said for most people. Still, Angel made it known that her WNBA pay couldn't support her lavish lifestyle.
And pays them bills, baby. I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Literally. I'm trying to think of like my rent for where I stay at. Let me do the math real quick.
It might cover that. Yeah,
It
definitely covers that.
What is my, I don't even know my salary. 74?
Her rookie salary with the Sky was $73,439, while her $8,000 a month rent cost her $96,000 a year. Once Angel figured out her salary and what she was paying, she laughed and said,
Yo! I'm living beyond my means! It's like,
well, that is no way to gain any sympathy, as most people have a hard time just making a living. But fans were quick to jump on what Angel said. Many seemed to be upset by her comments, as they came off more braggadocious than sympathetic. One ex-user said Angel Reese complains that her Chicago Sky salary, $73,439, doesn't pay any of her bills because she's not paid enough. She pays $8,000 or $96,000 a year on a $73,000 salary. Like the rest of the world, if you can't afford it, you shouldn't have it. Over the years, many WNBA players have plied their trade overseas in the offseason in order to earn more money, something Reese said that nobody wants to do. Reese is also one of several WNBA stars to have signed up to compete in Unrivaled, a new 3-on-3 basketball league that was co-founded by Breanna Stewart and Nafisha Collier. In addition to the equity stake, the duo said all salaries would be six figures, touting the highest average salary in women's professional sports league history. The average salary for the 8-week tournament, which will start in January and run alongside the WNBA, is reportedly $250,000, more than the WNBA's Supermax salary of $241,984 in 2024. So it sounds like she is actually doing just fine. However, that didn't stop Angel from talking about her finances. No wonder the fan response has been so harsh. One fan even said that I find it hilarious how people like Angel Reese believe they should be paid like players in the NBA. Maybe choose not to pay $8,000 in rent a month and take into account what you're making in endorsements. Meanwhile, her Instagram is full of glamorous pictures of her traveling in private jets and wearing designer clothes while carrying expensive bags and rocking various diamond chains, rings, and bracelets. So no wonder fans were irate at her for complaining about her finances when she is living the dream.
She's 22, 23. She can barely hit layups. She's getting paid $74,000 for the WNBA. She's got, I'm sure, endorsement deals into the seven figures. So that's why she's laughing about this. And like, she's bragging how much money she makes and she doesn't need her WNBA salary. And I live in an $8,000 a month apartment, blah, blah, blah.
But let's not forget there are also sponsorships. As a senior at LSU, Reese signed a major endorsement deal with Reebok, one of roughly 20 agreements with companies such as PlayStation, Raising Cane's, McDonald's, Coach, Wingstop, Outback Steakhouse, and Amazon, all worth an estimated $1.7 million.
Mimicking, she's mocking working class people. Most people don't come out of college and make $74,000 a year, but that's how spoiled and entitled.
And not just sponsorships, but she is also a team owner. She is part of an ownership collective for a new professional women's soccer team in Washington, D.C., known as DC Power Football Club. And yet she is on Instagram complaining about her finances. There is a clear disconnect between her and the reality of most of her fans who are supporting her. One ex-user said Angel Reese is paying the equivalent of $1 million house or condo in rent at $8,000 a month. Smart people with salaries of even $300,000 don't do this. This people is called living outside your means and having zero financial understanding. She is so out of touch with reality. Another reason she gets so much hate is the stat padding allegations. She is the first rookie since Atlanta's Ryan Howard in 2022 to record 5 consecutive double-digit scoring games at the beginning of her WNBA career. Angel is simply a beast in the paint. Angel also set a league record for having 7 consecutive double-doubles in a rookie season in June. In the June 30th, 2024 Sky game against the Minnesota Lynx, Reese broke Candace Parker's record to set the new WNBA record of 10 consecutive double-doubles in a single game. Angel set the new WNBA record of 13 consecutive double-doubles. She also broke the WNBA single-season rebounding record held by Sylvia Fowles, and she grabbed at least 20 rebounds for a third straight game, which no WNBA player had previously reached that mark in consecutive games.
Angel Reese, Chicago Sky rookie Angel Reese of the WNBA. The Sky forward entered Sunday's game averaging 13.6 points and the WNBA best 12.6 rebounds per game. Well, last night, she snatched 22 rebounds. Reese is the only player in WNBA history with 3 consecutive 20-rebound games.
So clearly her name is etched into the history books. But some people have a hard time believing these legendary feats, and it's not hard to see why. Assists and rebounds are 2 of the easiest categories to stat pad. And if you've been watching basketball long enough, you would have seen players desperately trying to get a rebound for a triple-double, even if that meant boxing out their own teammate. Or others making the extra pass trying to get another assist, which might even lead to a turnover. We won't name any names, Russell Westbrook, especially when legendary feats are on the line, like consecutive double-doubles. You can find plenty of evidence of her grabbing her own missed shots. Some of these clips have gone viral to the point where people have criticized her for missing on purpose so that she can get more rebounds. Now that is pretty absurd. It is not like she is some 7-foot monster who can grab any board when she wants. So she would be putting her team at risk of losing if she was missing on purpose. That's just going a bit too far to get your individual accolades. However, there is some evidence of Angel either getting a friendly whistle or really forcing her way to get her double-doubles.
Can't stand to watch. History for Angel Reese. 10 straight double-doubles for the first time in league history in one single season. And Baum, Allen chases it down over to Reese, up against Collier, rims out. How about another opportunity? Perhaps a third. Angel Reese.
Angel also secured her 15th consecutive double-double with 2 minutes to go, and the Sky was down by 11. Fans also pointed out another incident where she was clearly chasing another double-double on the final possession of a 14-point loss. However, she failed to do so after the Liberty quadruple teamed her, forcing her to pass the ball out and ending her streak at 15.
First 3 of the game. Shot clock is off. Angel Reese has 4 Liberty players around her. Fans yelling to get the ball into Reese.
Another one of her double-doubles came with 2 minutes, 41 seconds remaining, and the Sky was down by 24 points. Clark had checked out of the game over a minute earlier. Angel certainly doesn't make it easy on herself, as she wants to embrace the villain role until she sees she is treated like one, and then when that happens, she tries to garner sympathy and act as if she did nothing wrong. This is what has rubbed many fans the wrong way when she initially had her interaction with Caitlin Clark. She mocked Caitlin and then acted surprised that she got backlash for it. It's almost as if she can dish it, but can't take it. So whether it is her attitude, her play on the court, or the way she carries herself off of the court, there is a disconnect between her and the WNBA fan base. Her recent comments about her finances will not help bridging that gap. In fact, it just makes it easier to dislike her even more.